I don't feel like I lost money because this is me trying to make everything okay in my head, right? Hello everybody, it is Shae here, part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark and Depop. I wanted to go over my sales for the month of October. This was officially my first month selling items. I don't think I did that bad. I have, between Poshmark and eBay, I sold 7 items. So I want to give you a rundown. Now, to be fair, I am a new reseller, and I don't think that I have been pricing my items correctly. I definitely think I could have gotten more for these items. Let me turn off my heater, hold on. I definitely think I could have gotten more for my items, but I did not price them correctly. I priced them to sell because I was kind of obsessed with the sell of it all. So let's go through these items, not in any particular order. I am going to start with my eBay items first. I sold a Banana Republic long sleeve shirt, size medium. I actually picked this up at a estate sale a while ago. It's probably earlier this year, so I'm not exactly sure how much it cost. So my cost of goods was $0, and I sold it for $6. Very cheap, right? It's I sold it for $6, and with fees and everything, I ended up receiving $3.92. So that was my profit, around $4. The next item that I sold was a Burns & Baker vintage genuine leather skirt. I picked this up at the bins years ago. Like, I've been a thrifter for years, like just for myself. So I am now thrifting to resell, but it's been years where I've been thrifting for myself. So I picked this up years ago, never wore it. I believe it was a size 2. I can't remember, but it's probably on the screen. Never wore it. And I had it listed for $24. It sold for $20, and that was on eBay. So the fees were $5.38. So I ended up with a profit of $10.22, which is not, it's just a lot. How is that right? Hold on. Okay, sorry. So that skirt sold for $20 on an offer. Fees were $9.78, so I ended up with $10.22. The next item that sold was let's stick to eBay. Okay. This one is something that I'm kind of regretting because I think I could have got way more than I got for this. It was a Lands' End extra small navy blue jacket. I bought it for $7.99, listed it for $24.92 on a promoted listing, sold it for $20, and I ended up with a profit of $3. Not good at all. My fees were $10.98, so I received $11.34, and then of course you subtract the cost of goods, which was $7.99. My profit was only $3. Not good at all. I think with that one, I was thinking, number one, I was pricing to sell. Number two, I got it in my head that this is an extra small jacket. I probably need to price it a little lower than usual because it's extra small. However, I know now that I could have gotten more for that, but we live and we learn. This is my first month, so that's what we got. All right, the next item that I sold was a Ralph Lauren button-down size small. I got this at the thrift store a while ago for myself, but I never wore it. I want to say it was like $10. I really don't know. So I just put a purchase price of $10, listed it for $25, got the full asking price of $25. And that one went really quickly. I listed it on I don't know. It sold within a week, I know for sure. Fees were $5.59. So the final amount that I received was $22. So my profit was about $12 on that one. The next item that I sold was a Met Met in collaboration with PacSun. It had a shirt. Bought this at the thrift store a while ago. Can't remember the purchase price. I bought it for myself, so I just listed it as cost of goods is $0. Listed it for $8, got $8, and the fees were $2.35. So final amount received was $11.02, and that was my profit since I can't remember how much I bought it for. Okay, now we can move on to Poshmark. I had 2 sales on Poshmark. The first one was this Forever 21 BAM sweater that I thrifted years ago. Cost of goods is $0 because I can't remember how much I purchased it for. I listed it for $12. I got $12 for it, and my fees were $2.95. So I ended up with a final amount of $9.05. And then the last one on Poshmark, my son's like, Mom, why did you sell this? It was a Kanye West long sleeve tee that some shirts that he put out a while ago. I want to say it might have been earlier this year or last year. I can't remember because I'm really not into all that stuff. I know he was listing everything for $20. So I bought it for probably 20 or, well, probably ended up being 30 after the shipping and everything. I listed it for 20, sold it for 20. So the fees were $4. So I profited 16. Well, no, actually I lost money on that one. However, I don't feel like I lost money because I wore it a few times. I've had it for a while. This is me trying to make everything okay in my head, right? But I wore it, and so I just sold it. So it's kind of like I rented it and I sold it on. So I did, like, if you look at the spreadsheet, I lost money, but we can also look at it as if I profited by about $16. So for the month of October, my first month reselling, I profited $46, right? So $46 were my total profits. Amount received was 83. Well, maybe I should say it like this. Funds that I received, $83.65. My profit was $46. So after cost of goods for everything, I pocketed it $46, which I don't think is bad because this is my first month. I have had a few sales in November. We're already in November right now. We're halfway through. So I've had a few sales in November, and I am just posting more. I'm posting about 2 or 3 items a day. I'm sourcing from a local Goodwill here near me. On Mondays, they give discounts to teachers, and I'm actually a teacher, so I get an extra 20% off of the items. So I'm sourcing there. I'm also sourcing at the Goodwill bins. I went last week, and my cost of goods was, average price was like $2.61. So that's really good. So I'm listing about 3 things daily. Right now, I only have, let me see, how many items do I have listed? I have 62 items listed. So I definitely want more. I definitely want to get to like 250 items. So that's the goal. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I will be doing these more often. I also plan on doing like thrift haul videos and everything. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.